Yo, everybody! Welcome to the Marcus Hall podcast, man. We here. I told y'all we was gonna make it happen, man. So I'm gonna get right to it, man. I have a special guest. Y'all seen the flyer? Y'all seen it? I've been talking all day about it. I'm a little nervous at first, man, but I'm cool now. We talked a little bit before we started. So, man, I got my good friend, man, my brother, man. Like we go back to eighth grade. We're gonna talk about the eighth grade thing when I first met him too. We're gonna bring it up, but no further ado, man. We got the great Kendrick Perkins, man.
What's up, boy?
What's up? What's up? What's up?
There go my partner right there. Hey, what you talking about? You a little nervous, man. We go back.
Hey, I know, man, but hey, man, it's just different. I want everything to go smooth, you know what I'm saying? I want no hiccups and everything like that. I want everything to be good because I've been waiting for this podcast. If you go my first podcast ever on YouTube, I told everybody, man, that towards the end, I might have Kendrick Perkins on my podcast. I said I'm going, that's gonna be a goal in like 2 years. And it's here, dude. It happened like it's supposed to happen.
Hey, listen. Hey, Hall, man. They don't know, man. We go back like 4 flats on the Cadillac. They don't understand. 8th grade, middle school. They don't understand, man. We come from the same crib.
Yeah. So while I was talking about the 8th grade thing, I'll never forget when I first met you, man. Like 8th grade, I went to MLK, you went to Oldham. So we was on like a 3-game win streak. We had beat Austin with Jacko and CJ. You remember Jacko? And then we beat I think it was Bowie. We beat them. And then I think we beat it was Vincent with Rayburn. We had beat them. And, and Big Ron was playing, and Big Ron was took me out that game. That dude, man, he shouldn't have been on there. So my coach said to me, hey, this next game against Oldham, you got a good player. He's tall. He gonna give it to you. I was playing center. So I'm like, whatever, man. We feeling ourselves with Eric Thomas, Jerry McAfee, Jonathan Joseph, Anthony Collins. We had like a little team. So I'm like, I ain't worried about it. So when you came, you walked in the gym, you had to duck. And when I seen you duck, I was like, oh man, I was messed up the whole game. So we were playing. I scored like a good 6 points, a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Cause I think you was a center, but you had Joe Willer, right? Was playing power forward, I think.
I did have Joe Willer. Yep.
So Joe was pretty much holding me. Then you switched on to me. So we running down the court, and I accidentally tripped you. And you fell, so people started laughing. You got up, and you're like, "Hey, you mother!" I'm like, "All right, yes, sir." So the whole game, I didn't do anything, but we won the game. I think by 2 point, 3 point, whatever. And then I think y'all coach was a big white dude. I forget his name. Yeah, Michael. He was a cool dude, man. Yeah.
God rest his soul, man.
Oh, I didn't know he passed.
Yeah, Coach Mac. Yep.
Oh man, because he was a teacher at Ozen too.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, Mac didn't pass. It was Coach Payne. I'm sorry, Coach Mac.
Okay.
Man.
Got you.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you a quick story. I'm glad you brought him up. I was working the Rockets and Lakers game, man. And Coach Mac, I heard somebody yelling from the stands, man. It was Coach Mac. He a slim Coach Mac. Now he lost so much weight.
Really?
Yeah, man. He looked good.
Dang. So man, we go way back, man. So it just, like I said, I'm happy you're on here. So I'm gonna kind of start the little topic of growing up in Beaumont, man.
Hey, hold on, man. What's going on? Look, you can't be splitting the difference. I like your background back there, man. I'm loving everything about it. But look, I see you got your J's on one side, you got the LBJs on the other.
Yeah, you can't have them together like that. You gotta split them up.
So you caught in between.
Yeah. So matter of fact, I was just telling you earlier, we had a discussion. We're gonna start like this. I was hands down, no question about it. MJ is the GOAT. I don't care. Nobody say I ain't arguing you down. But I just heard you earlier on the Sheed and Bonzi Wells. So Rasheed Wallace and Bonzi Wells have a podcast called Let's Get Technical. Right. So you guys check them out. It's a dope little podcast. But you broke it down about LeBron James, why he's your GOAT. And you didn't shift me all the way over to I'm LeBron James. That's the GOAT for me too, man. I love them already, but I was talking about the championships. Like the doggers, Jordan had a dog in him like that, and on person had a left right now. It's Westbrook, but the way you broke it down about how the most pressure, like there's no kid ever will be like this. We got Zion, but it won't be the same. Come on, right out of high school, the pressure on him, how he's and like you said, to this day he's still hooping.
Right, and see, that's where it comes into play, and this is what I be trying to tell people. Like, it's no knock on Jordan because. Like I'm messing with you about your shoes, but my shoe collection is the same. Like,
yeah,
the majority of my closet is full of J's. Like, at the end of the day, man, that's what we was brought up on.
Yeah.
We was brought up on Jordans. You know what I'm saying? Jay. So now when I bring my kids, my boys to the mall, they buying Kyrie's and
Hardens.
I don't see these J's sitting up here, but what people got to understand, man, it's different, man, and it's okay to pass the torch. And like I said before, I can't be mad at the next man if he think MJ is the GOAT. I can't be mad at the older school guys if they think Kareem is their GOAT. You know what I'm saying? Because some people like to drink 1942.
Yeah.
Some people like to drink Hennessy. Other people like to drink peach Ciroc.
And you can't knock it.
You can't knock it.
Yeah,
but the thing on the LeBron conversation, man, is that when you look at Bron, like the expectations that he had on him since the age of 16, right? We talking about the age of 16, they labeled him as the chosen one. Think about that. The chosen one. Oh, yeah. Back in the day right there. But 16, though, Marcus, think about it, my G. He had the pressure on him as the chosen one. Now, he was the first guy ever, first hooper ever, to ever have a national televised game on ESPN.
Crazy.
He started that trend. And guess what? You remember when we was in high school, we all watched that game.
Yeah, you told us about it. Like, we know the dude was. You said the dude in Ohio is hooper, like, whatever. Because we thinking that you the best out of everybody. But when you said his name, we watched, I was like, dang.
Hey, and did he disappoint us? No.
Still not.
He had pressure on him at that time. And what I'm saying is that, you know, coming in, you had guys that were on recording, like, you know, Ricky Davis. You know, you had guys like OG guys in the league that was like, man, LeBron James ain't coming in here with that. These are grown men.
Yeah.
Day one, for 17 straight years, this man has dominated the game and has lived up past expectations.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he went from a private E to a private major. You know what I'm saying?
For real, yeah.
He transitioned through all those steps. And, you know, like, if you're in the Army, man, it's about 12 steps before you get to that like that. And he did that, and not one person in this world could say that LeBron James is an underachiever. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's when I'm like, man, he's doing this for a long time, and he's still doing it. Here
off the court too, though.
I know, but on the court, here it is. I'm retired. I done moved into my second career, and he's still going MVP this year. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, I look at it like that, and then I go back and I look at his career. I'm like, he's probably going to finish all time in points. Like
so you think he gonna get it?
I mean, he only got 4,000 points to catch Kareem. Like, and at the rate he's scoring, that's nothing for him. Like, he for sure got another 3 years in him if he's So I'm looking at that. I'm like, he's going to finish top 5 in assists. He's going to finish with 10,000 rebounds. So think about this stat line. He's going to finish with 30,000 plus points, 10,000 plus rebounds, 10,000 plus assists. And on top of that, man, we know how hard it is to win a basketball game, right?
Right.
A lot of guys haven't even made it to the playoffs in their career. LeBron James has spent over 50% of his
That's crazy.
In the finals.
That's crazy.
In the finals. So, like, I'm thinking about this, and I'm like, man, like, I understand, like, he went 3-6, but think about this, though, right? Well, he only had one bad finals against the Mavericks. Okay, cool.
That's one, yeah.
He had one bad finals, but think about all the other finals that he dominated, right?
Yeah.
He dominated in 2015, averaging 36, 14, and 12, although they lost. Like, what else you wanted him to do? And then
he had nobody else.
My point exactly. In 2017, he averaged 33, 11, and 12 against KD and them, who's arguably one of the greatest teams of all time.
Yeah.
And like I said before, to top it off, think about this, though. Think about this, little bro. He went from Cleveland to Miami. And like I said this plenty of times, Dan Gilbert wrote a letter about him.
Man,
Called him everything under the sun.
terrible.
Called him a Benedict Arnold. I don't know no other superstar that would have went back to a franchise after an owner killed him like that, right?
And won.
Braun said, you know what? I don't even have to talk to this dude. I'm going to go back. I'm going to do it for the city of Cleveland, my state of Ohio, and all the Cleveland Cavalier fans, and I'm going to go deliver a championship. He did that. He did that in great fashion. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Like, he beat a 73-9 Warriors team, arguably another one of the greatest teams.
It was 7-3. They won 7-3 games that year. So,
and guess what else he did? Huh? He came back from being down 3-1.
Never been done.
Never been done. The greatest comeback in NBA history was, guess what? It made it the greatest champion, one of the greatest championships in sports history. So I'm looking at his body of work. I'm like, man, what else do this man got to do? And that's why I hate when they say, oh, Joy he went to the championship 6 times and won Finals MVP, and he's 6 for 6. Okay, cool. But he also had the greatest number 2, Scottie Pippen. But
Dennis Rodman.
But the last thing is this: championships in the NBA or team sports shouldn't hurt a player legacy, because this is not an individual sport like boxing or tennis or golf, where you need those titles to submit you. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's all. I mean, people could choose their GOAT and roll with MJ. I'm not mad at that.
Right.
They Kobe their GOAT. I'm not mad at that. Now, if you get outrageous and say somebody like Karl Malone, but I can't knock any of those greats, man.
Yeah, so those are top 3 right there: Jordan, Kobe, and LeBron. Man, they up there. So I wanted to ask you too. So what do you think? What do you think? Because I said on another podcast a couple of weeks ago, I was like, "There is no chance the NBA was coming back. There's no chance." I'm totally wrong, man. It's on its way back, and like I want you to talk about that, but also who's your top 2 picks, like the Eastern Conference and the Western Conference, you think will play in that to take it all?
Well, here it is. First of all, one thing I know is that we have the best commissioner in sports in Adam Silver, right? Man. Like the football, the NFL tried to steal him from us. That's how great he is.
Wow.
And he was like, "No, you ain't going nowhere." Since Adam Silver has took over, think about all the things that he's done. He's a players commissioner. Before he took over, we was told that we had to wear suits to the game.
Right.
Now all of a sudden you see Fashion Week in the NBA, guys coming in, swagged up, all type of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Like going to Paris and stuff for fashion shows, all that.
And then think about how he handled, the racism with the other Clippers on.
Right.
Like, he addressed that on the numbers, like the numbers on the house. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, we gonna get you up out of here. Like, nah, I'm with the players. So my thing is, it was great to see how Adam Silver in the NBA was communicating with Michelle Roberts, Chris Paul, and the Players Association to get a feel on how the players were feeling, and the players want to hoop. Right. The owners wanted to get back. So I love it. So I'm like, okay, they rocking. I never doubted that this season was at an end. Like,
wow. This late though, you never thought it?
Wow. I didn't know how long we had to wait, but I knew this season was gonna finish out, man. It was just, it's too much money involved. Once the world and certain states start opening back up, I was like, oh, that's all we need.
Yeah, I think LA is the only one right now. It's kind of slowly the last one's opening up. So
yeah, they taking baby steps. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So you agree with the like the summer league style? Like that's all you pretty much could do anyway. But how they gonna play with no fans in there? You can't really get, because sometimes when you play, you get hype off the fans, like the emotion and everything like that. But now you gotta play like practice pretty much. Nah,
I agree. And see, this is where I had a problem at, because I was like, there's no way you could play without fans. But as time went on, we all was like, man, we need some type of entertainment. Like, I don't know about you, but I was going through withdrawals not having.
For real.
basketball. You know what I'm saying? I'm addicted to basketball.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's for real. And I was going through it, and I'm like, okay. So when I seen the first couple of times UFC tried it, and they did it without no fans, I was like, okay, this could happen.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
make this happen. But you're right, though, man. Fans, it's a reason that you fight for home court advantage.
Right.
Fans win you basketball games.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they win you basketball games. That's point blank, period. Like, you know, you could be at home and be down 25 points,
right?
And the fans will rally you back. But with that being said, I think this is why whoever win this championship, it might be one of the greatest championships in NBA history.
Wow.
Because the first thing come to mind is adversity.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? When you trying to win a ring and you trying to go get that hardware, you got to go through adversity.
Yeah.
What's more adversity than
this time?
My point exactly. Dealing with a pandemic, having to go to a bubble site, having to play with no fans. Shit, this about to question your hunger, your fight, your mental toughness, where your love for the game at. So whoever hold up that trophy, man, it's gonna be like it's no question mark. It's an explanation mark.
Yeah, some people somebody gonna put an asterisk by it, but like how you talking? Nah,
because of the challenge. Like
gotcha.
mentally, like think about it. All you is no fans, so you got to lock in. You know you're going through a pandemic. Just the whole circumstances, like the world everything is different. So it's a challenge in itself.
You gotta focus, man. You gotta really focus.
Yes.
So who you got? Who you got the Final Four? Top 2 East, top 2 West.
Man, top 2 East. I gotta roll with. I like the Celtics in Toronto coming out of top 2 teams.
No Bucks.
No, I'm not sold on the Bucks. I'm not sold on the Bucks. I think the Celtics and Toronto got better overall. They both have a better overall team, and they got a deeper roster than the Milwaukee Bucks. Like, you know, when you look at Toronto, man, they're really deep, man, and they're well coached. They have one of the best coaches in the game.
It really is.
And I'm not sold on Chris Middleton. Like,
okay,
I like him, but I don't love him. You know. And when I'm looking out west, this will get tricky because it's like I would be dumb not to say the Lakers, and I would be dumb not to say the Lakers and the Clippers, but I can't knock the Rockets, dog.
Right.
Like I just can't. And then James that lost 20 pounds.
Looking good, man.
So he's locked in.
But the small ball, you think it'll work right now, though?
I mean, listen, when you got 2 former MVPs that are still in their prime, and Russell Westbrook and James Harden, 2 guys that are capable of going for 50, you can't count them out.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, in the playoffs, you have your role players that step up, but that's when your superstars who get paid the big, they'll rise to the occasion. And
I like that.
We both know James and Russ, they battle tested. I went to the finals with them. So, you know, and now they're in their prime still, man. I mean, it's going to be hard. I don't have a clear-cut 2 pick out of the West, but I'm going to say the Lakers, Clippers, and the Rockets, man.
Because the Rockets, they played well against the Clippers too, though. They played well. They beat them a couple of times this year too.
They played well against the Lakers.
Yeah, and you don't know what Paul George is going to be yet either. If Paul George was that guy, the killer, I would say a little bit, but they're not big either though. They got Zubac back there, but other than that, they're not really a big team either. So that's a good matchup with them though.
A great matchup, and then they force you to play their style.
Yeah. So we're gonna go now to your boy. The other thing that you convinced me, which I was like at first, like what? The James Harden and the Steph Curry thing. I was like, Perk really, I keep pushing it now. Ain't no way he's better. But if you look at it, the whole what got me is Perk is if you put James Harden on that Warriors team, it's pretty much the same thing to me, but or a little more. You put Steph Curry on the Rockets team, it's pretty much to me the same thing. And then also Steph Curry hands down the greatest shooter ever, whoever played the game. I give him that. But all the other things, James Harden is that guy, man. Come on, 6 men off the OKC. I was like, oh, he ain't gonna do nothing. But he went to the Rockets. As soon as he got on the Rockets team, he took off, man.
Yeah.
He should have easily 3 MVPs right now.
Yeah. Like we can make the case that since he's been on the Rockets, that every year for about 8 or 9 years, he could have won the MVP award. Like, think about it, man. When he got traded there, he made the Rockets relevant. But first, let me start off by saying this. You know, both of these players are future Hall of Famers, Steph Curry and James Harden. Steph Curry, you're right, is going to go down as the greatest shooter of all time. I'm not knocking that. And when the question was asked who was the better player, and I said James Harden, the question wasn't who had the better career.
Right.
Steph got 3 titles, but he also played on a better team. Like, yes, Steph got 2 MVPs. James got 1. You know what I'm saying? But James, we all know James should have had more than 1.
Easy. Averaging 36.
Even his MVP season where he averaged 36. Think about this. He had that one season, I think, in 2016 when he first moved to the point guard position. He averaged 29 points, 11 assists, led the league in assists, and he averaged 8 rebounds.
Crazy.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And he's been right there every time. I mean, right? Like, just think about this. The Warriors signed KD, right? The Warriors, we already knew they was going to win it. The Rockets no one could match up with that team, man. Like, you didn't have enough star power to match up with that team, period. Like, they had 4, they was starting 4
all-stars, yeah.
So, like, when you think about James Harden, man, and what he brought to the table, like, when the second team that came to mind right after Golden State was the Rockets. It was because of the play of James Harden. And like I said before, it's no knock on Steph. And people's like, oh, James is a bigger guard. Steph is 6'3", James is 6'5".
Right.
Just 2 inches. James is a better facilitator. James is a better rebounder. And then on top of that, guess what? Man, James got 4 50-point triple-double. like, think about that, dog. Like, it's hard to get 50 points by itself, but to have 50, 12, and 12, and
that's
then
crazy.
Then Marcus, think about this, Hall. He has one. He's sitting alone in NBA history by himself. He has 1 60-point triple-double.
Crazy, man.
So you tell me who's the better all-around player.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Like I said, man, I'm with you all the way because he's a more athletic guard too. You know what I'm saying? He don't get injured. You know, Steph, he's injury-prone guy. James stay healthy, man. So I'm gonna go with that. Those 2 things with LeBron's GOAT and this one, dude, you convinced me. I'm like, wow, I can't argue with that, man.
And you know what's bad though? Let me go back to the GOAT thing, right? Check this out. So ESPN, who I work for, they put out a poll. They put out a poll and say, right after, first of all, 60 million people watched The Last Dance.
Yeah, most viewed.
Right. This was the only thing on television. 12 hours later, you put out a poll and asked who's the GOAT after the like, that's not fair. Like, come on, that's the only thing we just damn near convinced 60 million people why Jordan the GOAT. Okay, so my thing is let the Lakers win the championship this year, right? Let the Lakers win the championship this year, and then let me put out a poll 12 hours later after Braun them win the championship and he win the Finals MVP. And let me ask who's the GOAT, right? The percentages are going to go his way.
Guaranteed.
Yeah,
guaranteed. So we got one person that says, hold on, wait, where is it at? He said, why hasn't James Harden won the ring? That's easy. The team. Like I said before, you put James Harden on that Warriors team, same thing. You put Steph Curry on the Rockets team, right? The same team. He don't win either.
I mean, here we go about, like I said before earlier in the show, basketball is not an individual sport. Like, we keep talking about rings, but you could do your part and just not have the pieces around you.
Yeah.
Like James Harden and Chris Paul wasn't enough with Eric Gordon. It just wasn't enough to beat Steph Curry, Draymond Green, who's the defensive player of the year, 4-time All-Star, Klay Thompson, who's a guy that right now I'm taking over Reggie Miller because their resume is the same.
Wow.
And then we got Kevin Durant, who's when healthy, who's arguably the best player in the world, right there with LeBron James, is not better. Who's the best? By the way, the Warriors was 73-9.
Crazy.
And Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant. Do people realize that Kevin Durant is the best scorer ever in NBA history? Like it's nothing he could do. He's going to go down as the best scorer ever. And you add that to a 73-9 team, and then you have the nerve to ask a question on why James Harden don't have a ring. Like,
that's crazy. Man. Easy. So I'm gonna switch up a little bit. I'm gonna go here, man. I'm gonna go here. The love that you have for your 08 Celtics teammates. Like, you guys got a bond to this day. You guys are super close, man. But one of my favorite episodes on TNT was when you guys came on Ticket's show. It was you, Paul Pierce, Rondo, and I think Doc did like a little interview from the TV. But one thing you said though, I loved how you said Kenny Smith had brought a Bama, Texas. You talking about the barbershop, and you said you be coming to Bama a lot, and he said, hey, man, quit all that. I love that, dude. That was super dope, man. But I just want to kind of talk about you guys, the love you have for your teammates, man. At 018, you guys got a big bond, man.
Yeah, man, it's huge, man. And you know, KG is a big brother to me. Paul is a big brother to me. Me and Rondo are real tight. You know, I talk to KG like every day, man, and that chemistry, that bond that we built together. Not only in 08, but the three years that we were rocking together. You know, we were there, man. We went through a lot of battles. We had to go through a lot of adversity. You know, we was on a big stage with one of the greatest rivals of all time, Lakers Celtics, and going against one of the greatest of all times in Kobe Bryant, man. God rest his soul. So
yeah,
think about the bond that we had on and off the court. You know, man, we was a real brotherhood, man, and that's why it hurts my heart right now that Ray is not part of that.
Yeah,
you know, whatever beef that they got, I hope it you know, time heal wounds. You know, because like, man, we were connected in a way that is crazy to me, and I just hope that they get over it. But man, that Celtic, my 8.5 years with the Boston Celtics was my best years in the NBA. Like, if I could go back to one season, it would be 08. And it's not because of the championship. It's because, man, not only were we kicking people asses, dog.
Easily.
But like, man, we had so much fun off the court, dog. We were always together. Hey, it's like that, man. Don't put that like that, man. Hey,
I had to show him, man.
Oh, my boy, man, Cedric Maxwell Cornbread. Hey, he was hoping I didn't break that. He was like, get it. But nah, man, that bond especially still carries on to this day. You know, we just got a brotherhood. You know, we fight, we fight like anybody else, but we talk it out. At the end of the day, man, we all grown men now, but we still keep a tight niche. And Doc do a great job of holding everybody together, man. Doc is the centerpiece of that, man, and he's our brother for life. Doc did a great job of making us believe that we could get it done, and he did a great job from the start of actually building that family and that brotherhood foundation.
Yeah. I kind of argue people in the barbershop, these younger generation guys, because when I talk about you, man, they like, man, they don't realize in high school. I tell them all the time, in high school, Perk was that guy. When he got on Celtics, he had to play his role pretty much. You know, he had three Hall of Famers on his team. So you got to play his role. But I say, hey, dude, if I'm trying to get some tapes from different people so I can do a highlight reel for them. You know, I do a little video editing. I'm gonna do it so these guys can see. Like you wasn't no little pushover, but they don't see. They just see the NBA perk. They don't see where you came from. You didn't go to college either. I tell people all the time, you went right out of high school. He did. I'm like, yeah, you don't know your history. You know what I'm saying? So I tell them all the time, you was the number one player in high school for a while, and then you know the other guy came along, you know, named LeBron James. You know, so.
Hey, Hall, they don't know no better, man. Like them old people say, you got to say, God bless their heart, man. But, you know, when you talk about, you know, my high school career, man, I mean, it's arguably like I might be the best high school player to ever come out of Texas.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at my numbers, you look at my resume. I mean, we won what, 96 and 3 years. You know what I'm saying? My senior year, I averaged 29, 14, and 8. I mean, you tell me who was doing better numbers than that. But then when you get to the NBA, tell them to go check the big games when they matter.
Right.
And tell them go pull up Game 7 against the Hawks in 2008. Tell them to pull up Game 5 against the Detroit Pistons. Go tell them to pull up them numbers. Go pull up some numbers in 2009, man, when I had 19, 18, and 8 blocks. Game 5. See, people don't understand, though, how, man, I was on my way really to almost making the All-Star game.
Man, that was stupid. R. Harford, man.
Harford beat me out by 1 vote, man, and it hurt me. But, hey, man, you know, things that's known not to be said. You know what I'm saying? But they don't get it. You know, some people just don't know no better, man. But that's
the kids.
That's their younger generation. And they get caught up in, you know, when I got to Oklahoma City. But shit, when I got to Oklahoma City, I had 3 guys out of 97 shot attempts. They was taking 80
all of them. So
I mean, it's all good, man. You know, it's just that younger generation where they don't appreciate. And I tell this because I coach my son's team, man, that everyone has a role.
Yeah,
and you have to be a star in your role. And like one of my favorite players in the league is Draymond Green.
Wow.
And you know why? Because he's everything that I want in a basketball player. And people don't understand it because it's beyond the stat sheet.
Yeah.
You look at a guy like Marcus Smart, it's beyond the stat sheet. But he's the heart and soul of the Boston Celtics. Yeah, Jason Tatum get all the shine. Jaylen Brown, Kemba Walker, yeah, they put up all the points. But if you watch a guy who's out there making it happen and doing all the little things, getting the steals, the rebounds, the deflections, guarding the guy best player night in and night out.
Right.
Marcus Smart. And you could go ask Brad Stevens, who's the heart and soul. Marcus
Easy.
Smart. Yeah.
Same for Draymond too. He's the heart and soul of that team, man.
Yeah, fact. Yeah.
So I'm gonna kind of go back a little bit. I was gonna kind of start with you. I'm gonna kind of go back there now. Growing up in Beaumont, Texas, where we both from, born and raised in Beaumont, Texas. I want you to kind of talk about how special your grandparents was as you was growing up, man. Like your grandma and your grandpa, how special they was growing up.
Man, listen, man, those two right there. First of all, man, that's who made me into the man that I am today. As you know, man, I lost my mom when I was 5.
Yeah.
To a murder. She was killed by her best friend. And, you know, my dad moved on, man, to New Zealand, who's in the Hall of Fame at Lamar University down there where we from. But, you know, my grandparents, man, they mean and meant everything to me.
Yeah.
My grandfather was my best man in my wedding. You know, we didn't have much all growing up. You know what I'm saying? The house we grew up in, he built that house. You know what I'm saying? Like, he literally built that house, and that's what we did, man. And they were my motivation. To be honest, a lot of people don't know, like, that was my whole thing. I was up for adoption when my mom, they took me in. So my whole thing was that once I started playing basketball and I started reading stuff that I could possibly get to the league, and I started seeing scouts come to my game, I was extra motivated because my thing was that I got to get my grandparents out of this situation. And
Yeah.
the first thing I done when I got paid with my first check was that I bought them a house.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I felt like I owed them that and more. You know what I mean? My grandpa passed away, about 4 years ago, man. But he was
Yeah, I was close, man. That was real close.
he was suffering, man, Alzheimer's, dementia, and he had went down. And to be honest, he in a better place because the way he was suffering, man, I didn't like it. It hurted me to see him like that.
Right.
Man, that he is. But my grandmother, she's 86, still going strong.
Wow.
She got mad at me the other day because I had to take her keys from her from the car.
Still trying to drive, huh?
Yeah, man. And I kind of let it go on too long, man. And after the fourth wreck by herself in the ditch, I had to take the keys. So she's a little mad at me right now, but she'll get over. But nah, man, they meant the world to me. They mean the world to me, man.
Mm-hmm.
So, they raised me into the church. I was an altar boy for about 7 years at Our Mother Mercy.
Yeah.
They kept me on the straight paddle, man, and I just love them, man. So they made me who I am today.
And I was going to talk to you too, also about your family, man. You got your wife and you got your 2 boys and you got twins too, man. I haven't met them yet, but I know I will soon. I'll be able to meet them and everything. But you got a beautiful family, man. They all pretty much look like you, man. So and you got you always gotta have a special woman on your side too to kind of hold you down too, man. I know she ride for you for life, man. So man. It's real cool.
That's baby right there, man. Shit. Me and Van been rocking since the 11th grade, dog. So
yeah, I remember them days though. They don't know about that.
Well, was sneaking off to Port Arthur, man. So she been rocking with me for a while, man, before I had anything, dog. And she's the backbone of our family. Mm-hmm. Obviously, man, we got 4 beautiful kids. Twins driving me crazy. I got one son who's my oldest right there, little Ken on the side of me, man. He's 12 years old, man. He book smart. He's starting to finally get into basketball.
Yeah.
I got Kingston right there, man. He's 8 years old. He's not your normal size 8-year-old. He's a beast, man, on the football field. He played running back.
Straight athlete.
Basketball, he got the complete package. And I got my twins, dog. So we was trying for a girl. And at first she told me, she was like, look, we got us a girl. There's one in there. I'm like, okay, cool. Like a week later, I'm on the road. I get a call from her. She like, I came back from the doctor and they said it's another baby up. And I said, dude, what?
God.
Man, but it's a blessing because that's Carter. So, man, Carter and Zoe, man, he's a fun kid.
Yeah.
And he sparks up the family. So, man, I can't lie, man. I'm blessed. Keep me grounded, man. Keep me, out of trouble. And that's what I do it for. That's why I don't wear jewelry, Hall.
Never. We never do.
Yeah, they bought this for me for Father's Day, last Father's Day, and it's a picture of all them up in there, man. So
that's dope.
I was rocking like that all the time. So
man, I only had one problem with the family, man. I don't like when they be doing you like this, though, man. They be planning around you and stuff, man.
I can't even get sleep around you. You can't even get no rest, dog.
I was trying to find the other one. I think it was a couple of years ago with your middle son. He had the water and stuff on you. I was like, come on, man.
They play too much, but I told them, see, I don't play with the water stuff, man, because I don't bother people while they sleep.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm the type, if I want to get even, I'm going to take some milk and put it in the garage and let it start and go get it back. See, I don't like to play like that, because I don't play foul.
Yeah, that's how we do, man. Yeah. So yeah, man. So that's how we grew up, man. We gotta take care of our family, man. That's how we were. But I'm gonna bring up one more thing, man, that I'm kind of worried about right now, man. It's the boys, man. What we gonna do with Dak, man?
Hey, listen. We don't have to be worried. What we worried about?
I don't know.
Right now on paper, we got the best team. I tell you,
we do.
Look, I was disappointed in Jerry Jones last year, but I tell you what, man, the way that he handled the draft,
that was dope.
Oh man, we won big time in the draft.
Yeah.
We signed some good free agents, and look, this on deck, man. If you know, listen. I can understand people trying to, I'm all in for players, man, getting their money, athletics, and securing their future. But I'm just saying that man, come on, man. We talking about 33 million fighting for 38 million. I can understand if it was a 10 or 15 a year $1 million separation.
Yeah.
Come on, Dak, you got to meet us somewhere in the middle, big fella.
Because if you get that, you say you get that 33, 34, and you win the Super Bowl, hey, they're going to have to pay you some more anyway. Go ahead and win the Super Bowl.
I'm just saying, and look, you every Sunday you playing for the greatest show on earth, man. We better than the circus.
Easy. We ain't won since '95, and we still the American team. I don't care what nobody say.
We're American team because guess what? Either you turning on the TV to watch us win, and you're a Cowboys fan, or you're a hater because you want to see us lose.
Always.
But you can talk about us on the internet. So we're the greatest show on earth.
And I have a thing. I seen a thing about LeBron talking about he was gonna play for the Cowboys, something like that. But people forget. People forget about this right here, dude.
Oh, what's that? What's that right there? Oh, that's the old school day. Look, Cotton coming out of there on the run. Oh,
look how big you was, though, dude.
Hey,
huge.
Hey, you see the yards after the catch though to go get that first goal, huh? Let me see. What's this? So we call that. Oh, that's 63 bootleg. Get that first. See that dive forward? I'm just saying.
Hey, dude, I think you could have did it though. You could have did it.
No, I was too slow.
Too
slow. But nowadays, look, if we think about this though, right? If we had the things that these kids got nowadays, like I just know, like I'll be watching my kids.
What's up, Rito?
Rito. I be watching my kids, man, and some of the kids on how they're able to train.
Mm-hmm.
Even in high school now, like they got Vertimaxes and
I know that Vertimaxes. Everybody got that.
Yeah, but man, they got all this great equipment, man, to advance, man. We didn't have that in school, man. We didn't have that, man. We'd have been at another level.
Man.
Yeah.
So I was talking to you earlier too, man. I'm like, my kids keep on asking for this thing. They keep on asking for it. But I seen you kind of you talking about you doing this now. Let me pull this up right quick too. My bad. I'm trying to get this. Here we go. So we got these Frenchies, man. So my kids trying to get one. So I told you earlier, I'm gonna have to go ahead and spend the money on them, man, because they unique, man. So I say you into dogs now, man. I know you got me started knowing about the bullies. You're the first one I seen with the bullies. Now you got the Frenchies now.
Yeah, man. That's come up. That's my thing right there. But I got a lot of dogs though, but the Frenchies are my investment. You know what I'm saying?
You.
I damn near done went bought them a whole little house. They got
For real?
Yeah. But this is our house dog, man. I got dogs everywhere. My house dog. We've been having up for 7 years, man. Chanel.
Man. So is that what that's a Yorkie?
Nah, it's a Pomeranian.
Pomeranian, okay, my bad. Yeah.
It's the old lady dog right here, man.
7 years, huh?
Yeah, she loved me. She be up. I just love dogs, man, because I mean, she the only one that's really allowed to stay in the house.
Gotcha.
Because the way I'm going about it with the Frenchies, I had to do it different because it's more of a business. And I have my Rottweiler outside. But the thing is that I don't know if people realize, man, but dogs are stress relievers.
Wow.
Yeah, like this is proven. Like studies. Like you could be stressed out, man, and have a dog on the side of you, or put them in your lap and pet them, and it instantly relieves stress. Dogs.
Wow, I never knew that.
Yeah, it's a true fact. It's a true fact. We learned that in the NBA, man. Because when I was in Cleveland, if you have an anxiety or stress, man, they was telling us like we actually had a dog and it really worked. Like you could start petting a dog, man, and all of a sudden, like 30 minutes later, you could start feeling yourself calming down and everything.
Gotcha.
So, yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
It's when they say it's man's best friend, they wasn't lying.
Yeah. So I got about 2 more topics, man. I know you busy, man. I'm gonna let you go, but the next thing I was gonna talk to you about is about I was looking on Steven Jackson, man, how close you guys are, and you know he's kind of dealing with the loss of George Floyd, man. So it just like it's crazy how it happened because it's in Houston, Texas. That's where he's from. That's right by us, you know.
Right,
So
man.
I have cousins that went to high school with him and everything, man. So it's kind of crazy out there, man. So I want to kind of get your thoughts on kind of the situation right now, man. As a black man.
Man, first of all, man, much love to Stack Jack, man, and everything that he's doing, man. You know, me and Stack are like brothers, man. I look up to Stack, man, and the way he's doing. Shout out to him and Matt Barnes, man, with their podcast, All the Smoke.
Man, it's a great podcast.
They doing their own thing, and Lil Hall say she totally agree.
Yeah, so you know what's about to happen now. It's a wrap now.
Yeah, you can't go against the wifey, Hall.
I can't, man. I tried, but it's a wrap now. It's over with.
Hey, look, can't go with her. Hey, you know how it is, man. Happy wife, happy life.
On all day.
All day. But seriously though, man, I gotta give Steve Jack his flowers, man, to the big bro, the way that he's taking a stand, because he's not just talking about it, man. He's in Minnesota right now, and man, he gave he going down there and he's really taking a stand. He letting it. He's not talking about it. He's doing it.
Yeah.
And the way that he's going about it, man, and he's speaking, I love the way that it's bigger than in sports. He's really speaking out, and it's about culture.
Yeah,
our culture, and it's so dope, and it's hard, man, because I try not to think about that situation too much.
I know, man. Me too.
You find yourself going in a dark place, and you find yourself becoming a person that you really not. You know, because you have so much rage,
right?
So much madness building up, watching that video, and then you know, as father figures, man, we watch it. We got kids, and we like, nah, hell nah, man. We not about to let our kids grow up in this, but it's scary.
Yeah, man.
Scary though, man. It's scary for the simple fact that you not knowing that you leave your house and you run through a stop sign and you may not come home.
Right.
Instead of getting a ticket, or you switch turning lanes without putting on your blinker, and you might not just get a ticket, you may lose your life. Like that's scary in itself, man. But what makes it even more scary is our so-called leader.
Yeah.
Things that he said. It was so disturbing. I'm watching CNN last night, like about midnight. You know, Don Lemon is one of my favorite guys because he always speak the truth.
Yeah.
I'm watching it. And you know they going live out there, which I feel them. You know what I'm saying? It may not be right, but part of me is like, go, yeah. Like, you know, other part of me like, man, I just hope nobody get in trouble or get hurt. But a part of me is like, nah, I'm on that. But I'm watching the show, and all of a sudden Donald Trump tweets out like, keep looting, and it's gonna basically start shooting or something to that nature. And I'm like, really? Like, what are we on, man? Like, you know, it's almost like, is we about to go back to 50, 60 years ago? Like, that place, because it's not gonna be the same.
Never. It can't be.
No, it's not gonna be that. So it's like, man, how do we change? It's like, how we change is, us as African Americans, and even myself as a public figure, we could speak up, we could take action, but it's time for like the Tom Brady's and the Drew Breeses, and you know, those guys of different color to start speaking up and taking action and setting the example also. And I think other people will follow. You know what I'm saying? So we need leaders of different races, so especially of the white race, to step up, because us stepping up, man, that don't mean nothing.
And they got to get time, too. They got to get these cops like 30, 35 years, too.
Nah, they got to give them life in population.
No segregation, You
got to get life in population. Like, nah, you got to take this punishment. But I don't even trust the system, because this same dude who just killed this man was at Donald Trump campaign, and he's on stage with Donald Trump. So I don't trust the system. Who's to say that he can't sneak out the back door of a prison and just move to another country?
And we'll never know.
We'll never know, man. So at the end of the day, I just get so mad, man, and so angry because I'm watching. When I was watching that video, I wasn't watching Floyd. I'm watching the cop face, this clown, man, this cupcake, this coward, man, and he was just like, yeah, I'm doing it. So what? And I'm gonna keep doing it. Like, it just aggravates me, man, because it's just like, wow, man, like this is like, and it's almost like, who's next? What African American is next, dog? And it's really sad, man. So, you know, you got to be safe out here, my brother.
Yes, sir.
But you got to protect your family by all means. You know what I'm saying? Like, I lose it all behind mine, and you should be able to do it the same. Like,
same thing. Same thing.
Life when it comes down to my family, but now as a whole, I'm like, nah, man, something got to change.
Yeah. So I want to get your perspective on that, man. So the last thing I'm gonna do on this, man, I'm gonna let you go. I just want to say thank you, man. Like, thank you so much for being a good friend, man. Like I said, since 8th grade to now, man, you always been that loyal friend, man. And I got pictures and stuff, man, from when you gave me tickets to the game and stuff, man. Like you always was treat me good, man. Like it happened like this. Like I never really called. I called you. You called me when you're in town. You're like, how I'm in town. How many tickets you need? And you always give me at least about 6 tickets. You say need more than that. Let me know. Like you always. I think I probably missed one game in your career when you came to Phoenix, man. You gave me tickets every time, man. And I never got the chance to tell you, like, I really appreciate that. Having a friend that's in the NBA, that's big to me. I moved to Arizona, and then to be able to go to your games in the big arena and see you play and be a part of it and win championships, man, it means like you're a friend for me for life, man. Like I appreciate you for all that because you didn't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? You didn't have to do it what you did, but you always took care of me. Made sure I came in the back. I met Westbrook. I met Harden. I met KD. I met Paul Pierce. I met AD. I met all those guys because you played with those guys. You made sure I came out there. So from the bottom of my heart, I always want to say thank you, man, for always being a great friend. And I remember the day the day after you got drafted, you was in the mall, and everybody was around you and everything, talking to you and everything. And I was gonna go say hi to you, but I did. I kind of kept walking, and you kind of looked up. You're like, "Hey, Hall, you brought me over there," and they say, "Hey, man, take my number down because I want people as real good people, kind of keep me level headed, kind of get grounded." You gave me your number. I'm like, dang. Because we were cool in high school, but we weren't like hanging out, going to club like, I'm not saying to hang out, but you always seemed a good person in me. You gave me your number, and ever since then, dude, you always kept in touch with me. I asked you to do this interview with me, and you said, "Hey, man, no problem, man. Let me know what you want me to do, and I'll do it." And like right now, you here, man. So I can't thank you enough, man. I want to say appreciate you for being my brother and a friend, man, for life, man, always.
Hey, Hall, man, listen, dog, for real, man. I appreciate you, man, because you know, the love and the support that you've given me through the years, man, saying like has been tremendous. I'll be saying that's an understatement. You know what I'm saying? Like from the love that you showed me, man. And, you know, the thing is, you don't even know, like, guys like you and yourself, the love and how you've been there in my corner for a long time, brother. Like, representing, like, and I watch and I know this, like, people from my hometown don't do that, man. Like they don't support me like that, man. And so for you to do that, man, you don't even know how much that holds weight with me, dog. And like got a brother on this end for life. And
yes, sir.
I'm like 2 years past due. I was been supposed to come on here. Nah, but I'll BS to the side, man. I love you, man. I appreciate you.
Love you too, man.
I'm glad you out there in Arizona, man, living your life the right way, man, with your family. And by the way, man, the Hall podcast is jumping. I love it. I love how you doing it independently. Like, man, dope right there, man. I was looking at some of the comments down below. You know, seem like the people appreciate it. I appreciate it. And, man, I love the way you carry yourself, man, and keep doing the right thing, man. Keep living the right way, man. And I love you, man, for that, man. And just keep going, my brother.
Big Boo.
Big Boo.
What's up, Big Boo? So yeah, man, I appreciate you, man. For like I said, I can never thank you enough for doing this, man. And I know you're a busy man. The one thing I love, man, is like I like bragging. You know what I'm saying? When I've been in a barbershop somewhere and like using the NBA, and I said when he retired, I'm like, dang, man, I can't. But now you're on ESPN, so I could do that because that's gonna last longer than your NBA career. You know what I'm saying? You gonna always be on there doing bigger things. So I love bragging, letting people know I know you. So they be like, no, you don't. I put my phone out and be like, hey, wow, lie about that. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
keep doing your thing out there, man. Like I said, I'm gonna always support you. And like I said, man, this podcast gonna make my podcast go to the next level right here, man. So I thank you for this, man. Like I said, it's true love, man. Tell your family I say hey, and I think after this Corona thing's over with, man, I'll see you in Houston somewhere at the game or something like that. I'll hit you up and we'll go from there, man.
We'll link up, man. But look, I'm on a phone call away, my brother. So
yes, sir.
Hit my line anytime, man. I'm always up. Like I said, I only talk noise on ESPN in the morning.
Yeah.
And piss a lot of people off that don't want to have an open mind to understand it. Sometimes you gotta, one thing about it, man, you can't follow the crowd, you gotta move it,
Yeah.
That's the way I go about it in the humble way. But you gotta speak how you feel, man. But long as you have your facts to back it up, I mean, we gonna agree to disagree. That's part of basketball debate. But as long as you're able to lay your head down at night and rest peaceful, don't let basketball stop you from sleeping.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But now, man, I love you, brother. I appreciate you having me on. You doing something special with your pod. And, man, you got to bring me on later on, man, because, hell, the season about to start back up. We about to be going from July to probably September. So I'm right here.
Yeah, we definitely do that. But I had one question you brought. I had one more last question I had to ask you before you leave is, hey, how is Stephen A., how is Max, like Rachel Nichols, and kind of talk about your hoop stream team too, real quick. But I just kind of want your opinion because people look at them on TV, but are they really like real cool people? I know you'll tell the truth.
Man, they're great people, man. Stephen A. Smith is a great person. He's a very intelligent human being, by the way. Max too. And when you talk about Stephen A. and Max, I want people to realize how hard it is to do what they do. They're up there for 2 hours talking about every different sports platform imagine. Not just, I go in there and just talk hoops. They're talking football. They're talking football, basketball, tennis, whatever. Like, you know how versatile you got to be and how intelligent and how much homework you got to be able to carry weight for a 2-hour show and debate. Like, that's strong. And when you talk about Rachel, man, Rachel and the Jump embraced me since day one, brother. Like, when I look at them and how she embraced me with open arms, as far as, allowing me to have a voice on her show, it speaks volumes. Rachel deserves her show. Her show is one of my favorites.
Yeah, hands on.
And she's a legend in the game. Rachel been around for a long time. And when you talk about the hoop streams, man, that hoop strings is different, man.
Yeah.
You talk about my host Cassidy Hubbard, man. Like they embodied me, man, and embraced me from day one, and gave me a platform as a co-host. Like that speaks volumes in itself, dog. And the way the from what we took hoop streams to, man, like last year, man, we took hoop streams from where it was like a crowd of like 200,000. And last year we was 2.6 in the finals to now we even during the pandemic, man, we averaging like 1.8 million views a show, and we only on once a week for 30 minutes, dog.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man. So, shout out to the whole Hoop Strings family. Amin, Cassidy, man, she's a star, man. In this business, she knows the game from top to bottom. And shout out to the producers behind the scene.
Gotcha. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He put together a great show. So, the whole ESPN family, man, they embraced me with open arms, and they gave me a platform, and they believed in me, dog. So, shout out to them, man, because without them, they have to request or they have to accept the guests that come on. So before I even signed a deal with ESPN, they allowed me to develop a platform. So I appreciate them. And man, I appreciate you, man, for the support.
Yes, sir.
As a real brother, man. So take care of that family, man.
Will do.
I'm gonna wind down, man, and go hit the gym. I was debating whether or not I was going. I gotta go hit the gym. I won't feel right because I know I'm gonna cheat the system some type of way. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, you look good though, man. You looking good, man. So
I'm still about 70 pounds. I need to drop though, Hall, but I'm getting there, my brother. You looking good too. I like the braids. I see the fresh line up.
just trying to do something new, you know.
All good, but look, keep it how it is back there. I like your collection. I see the patent leathers up top. I'm loving the whole top.
Hey, that's the best. That's the best ever right here. They gotta be the top.
See, I'm right there. Right there. Just put your point
Right
back.
here.
Yeah, that's me right there. I'm yeah, all day. That's what my closet full. Right. But I appreciate you, my brother. For real.
Yes, sir, man. Like I said again, man. Thank you for being on here, man. I'm gonna let you go to the gym, and like I said, we're gonna do it again, man. So I appreciate you, and thanks for everything, Perk, man. For real.
Appreciate you, my brother.
All right, man.
Hey, tell. Hey, man, tell the wife I said hello, man. Kiss them babies for me, bro.
I sure will.